Anyone else going with us to the park?
51-year-old Eric Tanchez uses days off from the job as days on with his kids. His children, 2 still at home and 2 in their 20s, hold front and center position in Eric's life.
Good kid, very good when it comes to academics. Got a partial scholarship, went to Iowa State.
Eric was born in Guatemala and moved to Chicago when he was 10.
My mom was a teacher. She's a retired CBS teacher. My dad was a manager at an electric company. So they were hardworking people here, and they instilled that in us when we came here, that nothing is given to you free. You better education and hard work. I took the post office as one of my summer intern or job.
The summer job at the post office turned into full-time work, and Eric's never left the Postal Service, 29 years and counting. Most of that time has been spent here, behind the counter of my post office in Winnetka, Illinois.
Been here for 20-something years, you know, 1 generation, 2 generations, and you know their background, you know their roots. It feels so good to come to Winnetka and really serve, the best way I can.
Have a nice.
Eric's early morning commute, an hour-and-a-half drive from his home in the city to work in the suburbs, gets him in place way before he has to clock in.
I love this area. It's so beautiful to just come before work and just set up, try to get your heart right, your mind, just do a nice prayer walk.
What I just did that whole morning to get me prepared to that first customer all the way to 5:30 at the end, where I could say, you know what, I done my job. I done the best I could by breathing life into someone that might have had something in their hearts that they are, whatever's going on, that I'm able to give that with a great service.
What sets Eric apart, to me, is his exceedingly courteous manner and his smile, even with customers who may not always return his kindness.
People have called you and names, and because you're from, you work with the government, we're paying your salary, so you need to do this.
More often than not, he says customers are kind.
And some I know real close. It's that connection, I almost feel like I'm part of their family.
Something about kids, I always like to see them come to the post office and learn about the stamp and take them in the back, show them what I do, how that we break down the mail. It's not just what I'm doing in the front, but there's also behind the scene that we do so that your mail could go in the right direction.
Given the chance to say anything at all to those of you watching this story, here is what Eric Tanchez would like to share.
I really feel that loving each other is going to make a big difference. I don't care what political you have, whether left, right winger, it doesn't matter. What we need to express and show our kids from very beginning is the love. You hear all these shootings going on and political views and this, but if we instill our kids from the very beginning to have a pure, good heart, that's my whole goal as a father. I think the root of everything is in the love of our hearts.
Julie Peterson, Winnetka, Illinois.